I think one of the things that Western evangelicalism gets wrong is its view of humanity. And it comes from the Reformation. It comes from those like John Calvin, Jonathan Edwards, um, and this whole like Jacob I loved, Esau I hated mindset. And that from birth you're just nothing but a wretched sinner, and God just despises you. He hates sinners. And we have this attitude that the person is the problem. And what has changed my mind tremendously, I mean, my faith has changed tremendously based on this one shift in my line of thinking. And that is God as physician rather than God as judge. And does he judge? Yes. But there's this legal aspect of judge where you look at someone, God is looking at someone, he's going to judge them and he's going to punish them and sentence them, and that's just that. But as God as physician is looking at that person differently than a judge is. God as a physician is looking at that person and saying, I know that you have been corrupted. There is a cancer within you, and I want to restore you. I want to heal you. There's a Orthodox priest named Father Don Purdom, and he wrote this just 8 hours ago, roughly. He said, in tomorrow's sermon prep, I was reminded that St. Paul said, hate what is evil. He does not say to hate evil people. Christ never hated sinners. This is exactly why, honestly, I'm so drawn towards the Orthodox way of thinking about theology. It's because they have always seen God as physician, not primarily God as judge. He goes on to say this: Christ never hated sinners. He ate with tax collectors. He forgave the adulterous woman. He restored Peter after his denial. He welcomed the thief on the cross. But he never made peace with sin. Imagine a physician. A doctor hates cancer. He does not hate the patient. In fact, the more he loves the patient, the more fiercely he opposes the disease. The church understands sin exactly this way. Sin is not our identity. It is the disease that distorts the image of God within us. This is exactly why I have so many different beliefs now when it comes to humanity, when it comes to salvation, when it comes to God and the character and nature of God, and how he views me and how he views absolutely everybody. I believe God is a physician. I believe he looks upon his image bearers and looks and sees what evil and darkness has done to them, and he gets wrathfully angry. He gets so angry at not the person, but at what the disease has done to the person. And he went so far as to come down from heaven, endure the pain, the suffering, the death of the cross, and he defeated that death because he knew that to cure us, he had to defeat what it was that was overtaking us: death and sin and evil. So the whole picture of the cross is God's way of dealing with sin, of dealing with evil, of dealing with darkness. And it wasn't to punish the Son. The Father was not punishing the Son as if the Son stepped in our place and took on this wrath of God, the Father, for us. It's this picture of, if Jesus didn't come, we would be on the cross and God would just be bashing us. That is not the view of the cross, and that is a view that I used to see, and you still see a lot of, and I despise that view. I do not hold that view. I see Jesus stepping in as God. He soaked in, he took on evil and darkness of the world. It was the people that crucified him, not God the Father. He took on all of this, and we actually took it on with him. We have been co-crucified. He did not take our place. We were on the cross with him. So this is how God the Father, Son, and Spirit deals, and how they dealt with evil, and how they are going to deal with evil. They are looking at humanity, the image bearers of God, and saying sin and evil and darkness has overtaken them, and God is a physician, and he is going to do whatever it takes, no matter how painful the procedure is. He's going to do whatever it takes to rid the cancer and restore the person. And I believe that sin has corrupted humanity so bad that every single person has been corrupted in their thinking, in their theology, in their actions, in their understanding. Everything has been corrupted. And we have been corrupted so bad. But God, as physician, is going to come in, and he's going to eradicate all evil, so that now humanity has been freed, and all of humanity will be restored and redeemed to live in communion with him forever. That is how the Orthodox views God as physician, rather than God as judge, jury, and sentencer. Um, this is one other. This is just another reason why I just love the Orthodox way of thinking, rather than most Western evangelical that's coming from a more reformed background. So I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on that. I think this is um, a very good topic, and I think this is a very good way of thinking if you're struggling with the character of God. God is a physician. A doctor hates cancer. He does not hate the patient.